What is going on, y'all? It is the Caveman. Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Baker Mayfield has finally been traded out of the Cleveland Browns organization. He is not going to the Seattle Seahawks, though, which was a heavy rumor. He is going to the NFC South with the Carolina Panthers. Baker Mayfield gets his wish, and the Carolina Panthers are acquiring Baker Mayfield for a conditional 5th-round pick, which could turn into a 4th-round pick. The former first overall selection is also taking a pay cut to make this happen. He wants another opportunity. And aside from Seattle, I think this is the best chance for him to get. It really is crazy to think that a player of Baker Mayfield's caliber, or at least what was high caliber a few years ago, former Heisman winner, former first overall pick. I mean, this dude was the shit. And now he's getting traded for a conditional 5th. It's pretty wild to think about, and he's taking the pay cut. I mean, he's really getting shafted here, but at the end of the day, he's getting the opportunity that he's been looking for. It's been obvious that Baker Mayfield was absolutely not going to go back to the Browns ever since they traded for the pervert and paid him $200+ million guaranteed. Baker Mayfield was completely done with them. I think everybody's on Baker's side when it comes to this whole situation. I mean, the Cleveland Browns completely botched the relationship between them and Baker Mayfield, the guy that did bring them to the playoffs for the first time in who knows how long. Granted, I will be the first to tell you that he played like complete dog shit last year, not only because of the injury, but his mindset was just not in the game. He was not making the right reads. He was not making good throws. He just was not playing good football, obviously. But that does not mean you go and do what the Cleveland Browns did, and I think a lot of people are kind of rooting for their downfall just because of the move that they made and the lack of moral sympathy that they had for, not only the women in their own organization, but their own fans, just women in general. I mean, it's just a stupid, completely flabbergasting move. Anyway, let's talk about how this affects the Carolina Panthers. They're a team going into 2021 that I viewed as being a potential NFC threat. They had the roster surrounding the quarterback position, at least in my opinion, to be ready to go. They just didn't have the quarterback situation figured out yet. And at that time, I had a lot of faith in Sam Darnold. Obviously, things have not panned out for Sam Darnold, and now they're bringing in another quarterback who's kind of in a similar situation right now in Baker Mayfield. You'd like to imagine that he is a starter week 1. Sam Darnold definitely lost his job. The Panthers aren't making this move to make their quarterback room more competitive. They want him under center. And just like how I viewed the Panthers going into 2021, I guess I'll kind of hold the same mindset going into 2022. I think they have a very solid, very young, very talented roster. If they can figure out the quarterback position, I can see them in 2 to 3 years being one of the best teams in the NFC. But it's all going to ride on Baker Mayfield's shoulders. That's what the Carolina Panthers future is relying on right now, and I'm not sure how I feel about that if I'm a Panthers fan. I'm going to be honest. You definitely got to have a little bit more faith than you did heading into the season with PJ Walker and Sam Darnold in your quarterback room. Dear God. But I think that defense with Jeremy Chin, JC Horn, Brian Burns, and all that young talent over there, they're going to be able to uplift that defense, and I think the Carolina Panthers will be relatively competitive heading into next season. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all unfolds. But guess who plays each other week number 1? The Carolina Panthers host the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, something tells me that's not too much of a coincidence. Things have been sketchy in the NFL as of late. Some under-the-table workings have definitely been in progress, such as that Tom Brady to Miami scandal where he was going to meet up with Sean Payton and the Dolphins. Once I heard that was confirmed true and that was going to happen, I will not rule out any backdoor doings in the NFL. So I would not be shocked if the entire NFL, at least on the inside, already knew that Baker was going to get traded to Carolina, which is why they had that matchup happen. But as far as how this affects the team right now, I think the Carolina Panthers are good for 5, 6, maybe 7 wins at most. I don't think this makes them an 8, 9, 10 win team at all. But if Baker Mayfield's able to revive his career in Carolina, this is going to have long-term beneficial effects for the Panthers. Not necessarily anything short-term, but until then, we have to wait until the season begins before we can draw any conclusions. This is awesome, though. A trade that we've been waiting to happen, and it finally has gone down. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Let me know anything you might have to say. If you enjoyed the video, as always, please like, subscribe, all the fun stuff. If you want to hit the bell to be notified when I upload, I'd appreciate that. You want to go over to Twitter, follow me over there. I'd appreciate that as well. I have a TikTok down in my description, which I think you should check out, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.